Greetings, YouTube. I recently saw a thread on RPGNet that dealt with outrage. And in the course of reading the first page of this thread, I found at least two different posters, might have been three, that used the abbreviations SJW or the phrase social justice warrior as pejoratives, which showed me that those were people I never ever wanted to game with. I shortly after that stopped reading the thread and moved on with my life. But it got me thinking about the people we encounter online and in person. And sometimes we end up in games with them. And we don't necessarily know all of their politics or all of their personal beliefs. But at some point, they're going to come out. At some point, we're going to know what they actually believe. So that got me thinking, when do we learn? What is your trigger for this kind of a thing? Are you able to kind of push aside your personal beliefs for the sake of the game? Are you capable of ignoring some kinds of socially unacceptable behavior, but not capable of ignoring other types of socially unacceptable behavior? For example, homophobia, transphobia, racism, misogyny, sexism, anti-Semitism, or just say theistic zealotry. Are any of these things that you go, whoa, oh no, that one right there, that's the breaker for me. That's going to be the thing that's going to tell me to either leave that game, or if I'm in charge, to ask that person to leave my game. We've all got these things. Now, for me, all of these things can be my triggers. If I find someone in my game is saying racist or bigoted things, is a religious zealot trying to convert people at my table, I don't mind if someone's a theist. I'm a theist, okay? As long as they're not preaching at the table, we're cool. As long as they accept that the fact that the game world I'm presenting may just have theistic elements that they are not familiar with, or they personally do not agree with. And if it becomes a point of contention for them, well, the door's over there. I'm not going to alter my world to suit that player. But I've had people in my games that piss me off. Most of the time, I've been able to direct them away from their bad behavior by making it very clearly known, I will not put up with that crap in my game. And most of the time, that shut them up. Now, it didn't alter their worldviews. They were still a bigot. But for the sake of the game, I could ignore that so long as they weren't continuing to do it. If they would continue to do it, then yeah, the door's over there. Actually, technically, that's my wall. I guess technically the door's over there. But you get the point. So I'm curious. What is it for you? What are the things that you will draw that line in the sand and say, if you cross this line, we're done gaming together? Because I'm interested in knowing what it is. I know that some people are very tolerant of these things. Unfortunately, some people themselves, the GMs themselves, or players in the game, are themselves bigots, so they are very tolerant of this behavior. Some people do things unknowingly because of their particular worldview and upbringing. They don't know that they're doing something that's problematic, and some of them can be re-educated, and some can't. Simply because telling them, by the way, that's very insensitive. And I've encountered people who genuinely and sincerely did not know that it was very insensitive. It wasn't just BS. I knew these people. They just didn't know. And once informed, they at least no longer did it, even if they didn't necessarily have that moment of Satori and actually achieve enlightenment. So I just want to get a conversation started. I want to know what your personal experiences have been at the gaming table. I'm sure, for example, people are probably far more tolerant of this crap at a convention, because you're going to be gaming with this person for 3 to 4 hours, than they would be when you're inviting someone into your home and you're going to be doing a campaign that could, or a series of campaigns, and you could be spending time with this person for years on end. I know I would be far less tolerant of the latter than the former. I guess I could put up with almost any kind of a jerk as long as they weren't actually trying to touch me or save my soul. or touch someone else at the table. So this is mostly a conversation starter. I just want to know, when did you know that things weren't just going to work out?